Hello, this part I was modeling, then I realized there's something here I need to just to show you because most people experience the same thing whereby you reach a point and you find yourself in this situation, you need to create a surface to finish this part here and this let me go to top view um, and this surface here is not symmetric. You can see there's no symmetry here. Yeah, there's no symmetry. It's not symmetrical. Therefore, we can't create here to mirror here. It's not symmetry, and is simple. And I'll show you how to deal when you deal such a situation. You can see here a similar situation. We have only three sections here. If you want to create a surface there, I'll show you what most people do and the best way to continue to fix this issue. Okay, I'll go back to model, and this is how I used to do when I was just beginning my design journey. Therefore, I realized here I can use boundary blend. If I select this edge, I can select this boundary blend, this, and blend to this. But to avoid this scenario happening, when you select the first chain, just trim this chain. Trim here, like that. Again, trim here as well, like that. Then select this edge, and you can select this to be tangent. You see the tangency is not okay. If you go to control point, this tangency, select this surface, you have this. But now this one is not okay. You can see how it looks like. Yeah, it's deformed. You can see there's some deformation here. Therefore, if I go back here, you might try maybe to use this as your second direction, this chain here, like that. See, okay, it fixes the deformation. And if you go to analysis to inspect my diffraction, I can see this one is there's a tangency continuity here. If I check the dihedral angle, if I do the dihedral analysis here, I can see I have a very perfect tangency 0 0 between these two. This surface is continuous, and let me select an edge. For some reason I can't select this one here. Okay, but now if you zoom closely, you see there's an issue here. You see there's some wobbling. This surface is not okay. You can see even this one here. You see this black stripes, how they are wavy. They're supposed to be like this. You can see straight, but here they tend to have a wavy. They are just wavy shape. This one is not a good surface. Let's now try another technique. Instead of completing it at once, let me just go back here. I might say, let me remove this chain here, trim it here, and this one here. I can say trim it here. That's my first chain. Then the second direction, I can use this chain here. Let me just trim this chain as well. This chain, I want to trim out there, and I can say okay. Let me see if this is going to fix my issue. Yeah. Now you can see now this one is better. but at this point there's an issue. Okay, my surface is not yet as perfect as how I would like it to be. Let me select this surface here, and here uh what's happening? A minute. Oh, this one here. Okay, it is this one here. I'm like, what is happening here? Let me just select tangency. Okay, don't know why I'm not getting a preview. Why? Let me remove this. Please just select again. I want to remove this and to trim art. Yeah, trim art. Yeah, then this one here, trim art. Yeah, yeah. I want to see this preview. Then I want this here to be tangent to this face. If I go to constraint to this one here, there's a tangency here. Let's see if it is going to fix the issue. If so, if I go to reflection, the issue is so has been fixed. Still my surface is not okay. You can see these are not so well. You see this one is smooth, but here start to it's not doesn't have that continuous flow. Okay, someone you might be tempted. I don't know why this is always going back there. Okay, let me just remove it. For some reason keeps losing my trim. I said trim to here, and this one here trim to here. Okay, trim much here. Apologies for this. Let me just remove this one here first. This one here trim much there. This one here trim much here, and select this and this trim much here. Therefore, you can see second election I have just one chain, that is this one here. Some people are tempted to add a point. It's okay, they can still work. Let's see if I select a vertex here, maybe this vertex, it can still use a vertex. I can say second election, a chain and a vertex. If I say okay, it is going to fail. Why? Let's see. Let's see here what is failing. The curves do not form a loop. Recommended actions: try defining the curves or inserting extra curves in the chain. They don't form a loop. Okay, because I introduced a vertex there. Let me see. Okay, let me see if I select this button here. Alright, let's try to see. Let's now remove this vertex to move everything and start with the vertex there, and let me use my curve here, or this curve, trim at this one there. Then on the second election, select this one here, and I need to trim there, trim it there as well, and select this one here, trim at there. Okay, doesn't show a preview. Okay, meaning let's, instead of using this point, let me use the top point instead. I want to try all the way. You can try all the ways. Let me try to select this point here. can create a point there so that I select this point and this one there, and this one is trim at here, this direction there, trim at there, then I can just select this, come here, trim at. In fact, instead of doing that, let me remove all. I can use my right mouse like that so that I can trim just once, this one here and this. You see, now I can see a preview. I don't need to trim there, and do a tangent. Go to this tangency and select your surface. Yeah, now I was able to create something. If I go back here to reflection, still I'm not getting the what I need. You see here, you see what is happening here. This one is, you can see here, if you zoom in here, that is a very poor quality surface. I can continue, maybe to select maybe I can say this to this, second election, this, and I have to, for the second election, I have to trim this one here, trim to this, and this one here. Let me see, just trim this to that point, and trim this as well to that point, then select this surface here, this edge, trim to this, and here do a tangent again, constraint, use this surface, and I can say maybe merge. It looks okay, but not okay. The surface is not okay surface. Let's create a tangency there. Okay, you can't get a tangency. I know why. Let's just go back to free. This one here, I need to remove this, to move this one here, and select an edge, because I must use an edge so that I can get tangent. Okay, seems I can't get tangent there. The point I want to insist, let me just delete this one here. You might think you have a nice surface, but this one here, you can see it creates what we call singularities. If you go to analysis, if you do curvature analysis, you'll see we have singularity. Let me just do shaded curvature. Okay, curvature here. You see at this point here, you see this curvature, how big they are. Just see, this is because of what we call singularity. Singularity is very dangerous when it comes to surfacing, and you have to avoid it. You have to avoid using singularity. Someone might say, okay, let's now eliminate this point here. Okay, and use these two, this to this, then to this, and maybe we can say this one here, let's just trim to this and say okay. You might think that's fine and say okay, let's continue doing the same thing on the other side, this to this, and here select this one here, trim to this. Select this one here, trim. I like how Creo makes it easier to trim your curves. This I should have selected this as an edge. Which one there? This one here. Remove that, do an edge, put it back, so that I can get tangency there, but I can't get tangency. Let's go free, and here let's try tangency. We're not getting it. Okay, can go to free, but it will be it won't be easy for you to get a smooth surface here. Whatever the method you try, you will always find yourself getting a singularity or a surface that is of low quality, because now this surface here, if you go to analysis and do a reflection, it's okay. There's a tangency continuity, but this surface is not okay. See how it wobbles, because we are trying to force three three profiles. First direction has two. You can see we have two here, this and this. These two, these two are trying to connect to same line, all of them. And what happens to this forms what we call a singularity. And it is what I'm trying to show you here. A minute here. If you go now back to curvature, let me do a shaded one here. You see, this is what we call singularity. You can see, because all these lines, they tend to converge to a place, and this is what we need to avoid. Whenever you use three for a bottle bread, if you are supposed to use 4, always ensure you must use 4, because now this one's here, as I have explained, we are trying this. You see this one curve, it is trying to connect to this curve, and this one here also is trying to connect to the same curve. That creates a very bad surface. I hope you have understood my point. Always avoid this. Always make sure if you're using a boundary blend, you must use equal number of first direction and second direction. They must be equal. Two. Sometimes you can get 2, 3. That's okay, because if you are going, let me show you. If you want to blend these two surfaces like that, sometimes you can have the middle ones here like that, whereby you connect all of these, but we have to flow. The surface has to be a continuous surface that has a smooth flow. Therefore, how you go about this is you have to create, if this one is, you have to count. Let's see what we have. We have this one here, that is 1. This one you can leave it for now. This one is the control one. You need to create a similar one here. Therefore, you need not to create similar, because I can say if you trim your surface like that, you see now you can connect this to this, and you can connect this section here to this, and these lines becomes your second direction. We need to create some. We need to ensure that we have 4. Yeah, I have this sketch already. I've sketched. I can show you the sketch. You see this sketch here. I'm trying to create at least 4. Therefore, if I have that sketch, if I select this sketch here, and I can say project to this like that, I can now say trim this surface using this curve like that. Now this one is easier. why is it easier? Because now this one here can connect to this, while this one here, circular section, connect to circular section. The reason why I have used this circle to ensure that we get another circular, because this is circular, always avoid connecting circular to straight. Circular to circular. This makes your surfacing or your surface body to be of high quality. And I'm going to use an edge, this here, to I can go direct even to this. I can go direct now. By the way, remove trim mat here, trim mat here. I can go direct because this circular can connect to this circular. Then second direction, I can now select this line here and this line. But here, ensure that you trim at there. Okay, remove all that to that. And now I can easily say tangent, tangent, tangent. You can see. And for this one here, I can as well include this. Then that. I can use 3 because they can easily connect. If you say okay, now the surface is of high quality. If I merge, let me merge. Let's analyze the surface and see. Let me just hide all this and hide this project and hide this project as well, and this intersect. You can see now if I go to analyze and do one first shadow, not shadow, reflection. This is what I'm talking about. You can see now this one are better. You see how they connect. You see they are not wavy, they are straight. You can see the surface has improved. Very smooth because I've introduced an extra profile. And if you do curvature here, singularity gone. There's no singularity. You can see singularity is gone, nowhere to be found. And that's how you get, that's how you model such that's how you fix such an issue. Whenever you find yourself in a similar scenario, ensure that you trim to create an extra profile, then use boundary blade. You have to trim. Okay, I hope you have learned something from this simple demonstration. Please practice, share the video, like, share with other people to learn something as well, and like the video and subscribe. This motivates me to make more videos when I know it is reaching many people to learn. Thank you so much and see you next